And it looks like I'm streaming on YouTube. Let's see if it is actually the case. Hmm. Wait, why can't I click off the screen? Do I need to? Okay, I need to Alt Tab, I guess, to get over there. Okay, makes sense. What's good? I'm just doing a test stream, so I'm trying to get it set up with YouTube right now. Um, is this alpha? No, no, it's not alpha. I'm on the normal Hypixel network. Here, let me go here. I'm just like I said, this is just a test stream to ooh, it's next year. But I should be streaming on YouTube as well. So I'm gonna verify that. Let's see. Holly Die 3x. Matcha Die, and then Bone Die. Bone Die again. Bone again. LMAO. Okay. Let's see. Yo, what's up? I'm just doing a test. Can I load your island with Magma Cube Pet? Yeah, sure, Sefu. Give me a second. Um it's eternal suffering. Very funny. Yeah, so I'm just setting up streaming to like multi-streaming right now. There will be, but it's gonna be in the morning. So right now it's Friday night for me at 10 p.m. So I'm gonna do it tomorrow morning. I just wanted to get things set up for now. It'll, I'm sorry. I mean, I can do a stream if people are gonna watch. There's nothing against that really. But this was just to verify this. And it wouldn't be particularly long, but that's fine. I can't wait no more. Who even are you? This is crazy shit to say to some random Hypixel player. But I mean, forging update's coming on. It's exciting. I'll become famous with the forging update, right? You don't remember? I mean, I remember your name from my chat, but I don't know what your IGN is. Like, because most of the people who watch me are guild members, but I don't remember you being in my guild. Um, what was I gonna do? But now I have my second monitor set up, so I can deal with that, which is kind of nice. Um, let's see. So I have my YouTube stream going. Let me just update it. I guess multi-streaming test. Should I even call it that? Just call it mining Hypixel Skyblock. Oh God, it's so humid in my room right now. It's crazy. All right, have that set up. Oh right, yeah. Let's see. 14 was correct. Let's go. I'm gonna be so rich. Plus 10 mil. I've been trying to do the IQ point because I don't have 2 IQ points in the Rift. I just have 1. So I've just been trying to do that whenever I go to the Rift. And also I've been trying to farm Puff Cruxes because apparently they will be used in on the alpha, or sorry, in the forging update. Like, I don't know how real that is, but so they did say it in the Rift release that puff cruxes were going to be used in foraging recipes. So I don't know. We'll see. So I mean, this will be a pretty quick stream. Let me just go get my free will, which I got. I swapped to 14 at the last minute too. It's crazy. I'm gonna need a way concurrent viewers. Someone's watching me on YouTube. Yo, what the fuck? Okay. Oh, it's Sefu. Okay. Yes, yes. I will load your island with pet on. Give me a second. I gotta do this. just a matter of getting that set up. Because now that I have a second monitor, I can have both the chats on the screen now. And read most of them. Alright. So I got my free will. 9 mil. Eh. Not amazing. Let me try and do my stupid IQ point thing. I mean, I should have done this a while ago, but it's just like, it doesn't fucking matter. They're not counting talismans on Rift, but I figure it's something that may matter eventually, and I'm like spending more time in the Rift anyways, just farming Puff Cruxes, so I'm like, I'll just do it. Bro, I've missed the past 3 times. So unlucky. Alright. Let me... Because I have Rift Prism, I usually just leave the Rift and then come back when I'm going to put stuff in the, whatever it is, this thing over here. We'll see. But yeah, Sefu, I will load your island with a Magma Cube Pet in a moment. Do not have a hotkey for Warp DA because I don't fucking go there that often. Should I wait on the free will? Not really. Probably just sell it now. And then where's my Magma Cube Pet? Golem H Magma Cube. I don't have the skin, I'm sorry, but I do have Magma Cube Pet. Was it Sefu __? This players in your guild? Looks correct. Necron die. Crazy. Do I need to do anything else, or is this good enough? Hey, I don't. That's so cute. I don't know, like, how do I get the bot in my Twitch chat? I'm not really sure how that works. But I mean, if your IDN is validates, I guess I can check, right? Because I think I've. Is this you? Because I do remember PVing you. If that's the case, I'm pretty sure. Campfire badge. Let's go. Good shit. Sefu, your island is so nice compared to mine. Trust me, I'm just waiting for the foraging update. That's the only reason my island looks like this. Looking for your PV? I mean, what is their PV? Your inventory's empty. I've done it. I did it a little bit ago. Yeah, look, there's fucking nothing. What's there to say? Oh, right, it's hoppity right now, too. Let me get my eggs. Find your hype. Why? Dude, it's literally so easy to do. Why do you need me to find your hype? What update? Foraging. You don't know where you put it? I have good news. Sky.shu.moe has a item search feature. It lets you search in your stuff, or whoever's, if they have their API on. So you can check there. But also, so does NEU. Right? If you just type in Hyperion, like go through your storage. I don't know. Hopefully you find it. Did he hide it intentionally? Maybe it's on your island. Oh, there it is. Page 4 of your backpack. Or sorry, your ender chest. No rabbit eggs. What update? Well, I mean, they've teased the foraging update at this point multiple times. Oh, I think I know this person. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Equinox and tab. So, like, they put out a trailer for it. I don't know. We'll see if shit happens. But, like, where is it? Perfect citrines are 23 mil each now. They were like 12 mil. So I mean that's pretty high as far as citrine price goes. I'm not sure. Let's see. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna claim my minions. Mm, Basically, the only prep I'm doing is I'm just gonna try and get this 173 mining Gdrag to 200 before this forging update drops. Because I'm gonna move away. Obviously, when the foraging update comes out, I'm gonna be fucking foraging, right? So, um, I want to like not have a bunch of coins randomly sunk into a Gdrag because I imagine there's gonna be new pets. I wouldn't be surprised if there were. I'm kind of expecting there to be another pet that you can level up to level 200, but at least one. I could see them doing multiple even. I could see like two pets that go to level 200 in the next update. Um, Also, I have, where are they? Epic Forging XP boosts. I have four of them. I dropped those while doing Wolf literal years ago. The item age is probably like 2021 or something. You think it will be for farming forging? I kind of hope it's for mining. Mining, like, there's not really good mining pets for the most part. Yes, combat doesn't need anything. Combat has enough content and pets, especially pets. Like, just buff what we have. I'm hoping for. I mean, they'll probably also release mythic versions of some of the existing pets on top of new ones, but we'll see. I got. I think I showed this off before, but I don't know if everyone saw. I got my astronaut monkey. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Well, how much are they right now? Because they were. I think I got mine for astronaut monkey. Yeah, like Skatha is not even that good. Okay, I was like 632. That's a fucking lie. 148. That's around what I bought it for. I guess they sold out and people are like, I gotta list mine. But the astronaut monkey was only 2K quantity, so kind of sought after. I gotta do my experiments, so I'll do those in a bit. But actually, I'm gonna go. I have Rastronaut. I have Rastronaut, and I also have it unapplied. I mean, obviously, this is the GOAT. This is one of the best skins they've ever made. It's beautiful. And then, if it's mythic, you can also fly on it. Genius. Absolutely genius. It's amazing. Not useful, but it's pretty cool. Um, oh, I'm definitely getting the goblin skins that are releasing tomorrow, or at least one of them. I'm gonna get the genie one and apply it, but beyond that, I'm not really sure. There is a farming contest going on right now, so I will grab my equipment and put it on. Which ones? Cactus, melon, potato. Let's go. I'm gonna get. I have my vacuum set to whatever the cactus pest is, not moths, mites. So I'm gonna. I'll probably get like gold in this contest just claiming my pests and traps. 108. Let's see where that puts me in the contest. See, I'm already in silver. Easy. Electronic engineering or electrical and computer engineering? Yeah, I mean, it's good to know what you want to do. I mean, I guess take the classes first, right? Because the engineering classes are all kind of the same, at least at the beginning. I wasn't an engineer, but I know people who are engineers. And but the thing is, it's kind of nice because once you get a degree, you can kind of do whatever. Like I have a friend, he's got an electrical engineering degree, and he works for the EPA, so he's not even really doing. Your math sucks. Well, I got bad news. There's gonna be a lot of it in your future if that's what you want to do. Pete the bear. Yeah, I mean, you say at the moment, it's true. You can get better, for sure. All right. I already refilled compost, so now it's going to be a matter of doing, well, for starters, let me look at blaze prices. Blaze powder, 4.7. It's kind of low. I don't know. It's not that low, but it's like, I don't know. It might spike. Wait. Everyone calm down. Here's the cope. The cope I'm on. Where is it? Uh, Annihilation Cloak. What do you need for Annihilation Cloak? You need Molten Powder. Because Annihilation Cloak gives foraging wisdom, knowledge. And for Annihilation Cloak, you do need a lot of Blaze Powder. So my cope is that this is going to be the best cloak for foraging. Or they might even, honestly, I could see them making like a base mythic upgrade to it or something. I don't know. But listen, you need a lot of blaze for this. So this is my cope regarding Annihilation Cloak, which once they remove attributes will actually be the best cloak. It's just they're not doing that for a while. I should work with your dad. Yeah, I mean potentially. I've started, kind of prepping for my graduate school applications for this next year. So part of that is looking at professors. So I've identified schools, and the one your dad works at is a potential one. But uh, I'm also the one I'm going through right now is a different one, and they have a bunch of faculty, and so I'm basically just going to compile a list of faculty and then look more into what they've done recently. So general interest in whatever their blurb is on their website, and then go from there. But who knows? We'll see. Supposedly, in countries outside of the U.S., it's in some cases free to apply to like PhD programs there. So, I mean, I'm gonna end up spending like $1,000 applying to U.S. PhD programs, but I'm also gonna, take some time and look into, maybe British or other European PhD programs while I have the chance to. Listen, I doubt he's going to be interested in. I don't know. He might be interested in talking to me, and then from there he could potentially do something. But the professors are very busy people. I certainly don't think I'm necessarily entitled to any of your dad's time. Also, professors, especially biology professors, they tend to be pretty fucking weird. Oh, you mentioned it? Well, I'd love to talk to him if you want to DM me some information. Um, I'll If you give me the name, I can even look at some of his more recent papers so I can, have an idea of what he's about. Um, but like my uncle is a biochemistry professor at a very good school. And he's been he's been pretty much no help. It's pretty funny. But that's how it is. It's just it's a rat race, right? It's a lot of work. And even if someone's your family, you can't necessarily favor them. Material science, yeah, I mean that's pretty different from what I'm interested in, but like you said, he has the connections. I mean, big part of the job is networking. So, I'm never going to turn down an opportunity to network with someone. My mom did material science for a little bit, because my mom was actually a mechanical engineer for her undergrad, and then she got a master's because she wanted to change fields, and her master's had to do with material science, I believe. I don't know all the details of it. Dude, it is so fucking humid in my room. It's ridiculous. It's only 77 Fahrenheit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if you're smart, you can switch fields. It'll just. Yo! Bat Talisman! Let's go! See? Having the Dark Forest Island pays off. Let's fucking go. Wait, I didn't kill that bat. Alright. Let's list this. Easy 550k. Literally free. Holy shit. All right, let's do my experiments. Oh, fuck, my Bal was getting all the XP. I've decided to just do my experiments with my guardian pet out, kind of just because I want a pet that has, like 10 trillion XP on it. I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, Titanic. Give it to me. Show me the money. I think I should go for this. Ah, brutal. I missed the Titanic. It's fine. Got a bunch of enchanting XP. Uh, so we're gonna be here for a while because I gotta do this shit 5 more times. My bad is issues. So, like, you mean his PhD students or what? Because I mean, that's pretty rough. That's the thing. A lot of being a professor is can be luck based, but like who you get with and all that. But you want to do as much as you can to remove that as a factor. A riveting stream so far, I know. But I will actually be streaming tomorrow. His masters. Oh, he has master students. That's the thing. Master students, they're not really about it. They're just there to get the degree and get out. Okay, yeah. Like, to be honest, I don't really get the point of master students in general, as insane as that is to say. Like, I don't know. It's just slight. I don't know. But I say this as someone who's wanted to do a PhD pretty much exclusively for a very long time. So it's hard for me to exactly relate to master's degrees. I understand it in like the case where it's like, okay, I've done work in this field, but I kind of want to switch to this field. That makes sense to get a master's, but like even in MBA, I can understand. But I don't know. I feel like in a lot of cases, maybe you might be better served. Well, I'm mostly of the view that you should just do a PhD, but I'm very biased towards research because of my background and interests and all that. But yeah, master students, the way I see it is they're just doing it to have better career opportunities. Like, whereas I guess it's true for a PhD too. Yes, pretty closely. It's all kind of in the same area. I work with people who have bioengineering degrees every day. In fact, I think if I some of their titles are is like engineer, even though I would argue it's closer to molecular biology or whatever. But ooh, start off with an instant find, very good. So like at this point, am I supposed to go for these? Saying I want a PhD. It's a little different in engineering, I think, because engineering is like, as I understand it, it's kind of like mostly for people who like the engineering professors. So the way I'll frame it is like in biology, a lot of the, yeah, I mean, you can be a professor, yeah. I mean, it just depends. But it's like engineering professors are, they're not doing that much actual engineering, if it makes sense. They're doing research on engineering maybe, but like, they're not the ones getting their hands dirty or whatever. I mean, actual engineers aren't getting their hands dirty as much anymore either, but I don't know if that makes sense. Whereas in biology, it's like the research is a lot of it. Although, I'm my current job is kind of the where the roads meet. No time to, yeah. Well, I guess he probably, has taken responsibilities upon himself as a more senior figure over the years. I think it's pretty common. Like my dad at his current job works, um, and he could, fuck, no, I have to do it again. But my dad basically he could move up if he wanted in the company's in, but it would be work that he wouldn't want to do. Like he's been offered higher positions, but it's like I'm making good enough money now. Why would I want to do this bullshit I don't care about at all? He wants to do, things that he's passionate about rather than, go higher up because he makes more. Even if he would be managing the person that's doing his current job, but he wants to be doing his current job, right? Like managing the person who's doing his current job. He also has to manage people he doesn't care about the stuff for. And my mom had to deal with that for a little bit, but she quickly moved to a position where she's closer to what she wants to be doing. Well, then you don't want a PhD. The professor whose lab I was in my undergrad, so I think the common thing is for professors, they basically don't do anything in the labs. They're basically just writing papers all day. But the lab I was in during my undergrad, the professor there, he had like a couple things that he would do in the lab, and that was his lab time. And that's what he would do in the lab, and he was pretty dedicated with it. It was kind of interesting. It was his way of keeping himself involved because he was so removed from it all for the most part. It's definitely something I've thought about carrying with me if I ever end up running my own lab like I plan. And the skills that he was specialized in were things that like didn't need to get done super often, um, and were high precision stuff, so it made sense. Oh wait, I don't even need to do 13, but I guess I'll do it. Making a PCR machine. Yeah, I guess that's pretty easy. Um, because I mean, really, a PCR machine, at least. So I assume it's just gonna be a normal PCR machine and not a qPCR machine, because that would be a little more difficult. And probably your result would be kind of shitty. Yes, exactly. It's a thermal cycler, right? That's what a PCR machine is. You do have to be pretty precise, and you have to be able to control things like ramp speeds and stuff. But I mean, you can probably make a PCR machine that works pretty well by yourself. I could definitely see that. The thing is, for actual practical use, you have to, there's tons of calibrations you have to do, and is to make it qPCR. Interesting. Hmm. I mean, you'll be able to do it. My only concern is, I guess it'll be a good project for you, but I would be hesitant to use it for like actual science I'm going to publish. Um, just because you can't undergo all the validations that whatever the qPCR machine you buy from Thermo Fisher would undergo. But ooh, look at that, the last fake click. And then I get free Siphon 4. Who cares about that? Yeah, yeah. And I mean, if you're doing electrical engineering, that's a great project for you. So definitely all on board. I'm just thinking of considerations for people doing it. the one other person listening who has no idea what I'm talking about or you're talking about. Because I guess where does it say concurrent? So I have one Twitch viewer and one YouTube viewer. Wait, you might be both of them. Or Validates might still be here. Validates if Validates is here, he's like, what the fuck? That would be funny. This is bizarre. When I'm full screen in Twitch, it doesn't let me like move my mouse over to my other monitor. Or sorry, full. He made his own qPCR machine for his live at UW. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've definitely it's kind of common for professors to do that type of thing. And I mean, if you can convince yourself that the results are good enough, then I mean, go ahead. But like, I would be kind of scared. But I guess maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe I shouldn't have that mentality. But I've seen like some pretty cool stuff that people have done, like professors. Like there's this one guy I follow, and he used a 3D printer. He like completely repurposed it to make a colony picker, to like off agarose plates. I actually think it was for infected cells, but yeah, exactly. But like one of my coworkers, my job will fund you to visit like universities and conferences if it's relevant to your job. So one of my coworkers visited a conference at MIT, and they said that the people at MIT had basically their equipment was made by professors from other labs or students, um, instead of being bought. So I mean, fuck no, I gotta lock in. It's shameful. Yeah. So what I did, Sefu, is before I even began my undergraduate degree, I went to my university's website and I compiled a list of professors with research that I was interested in. This was maybe 2 weeks before I was even in the city that I was doing uh, my undergraduate degree at. So I compiled a list of professors, and then I sent them emails, all of them emails, stating my interest in their research. I saw this project of yours. I'm an undergraduate incoming class of yada yada yada. My background is this. My interests are this. I'm eager to learn, all that stuff. And I sent them these emails. I sent maybe 15 of them out, and I ended up getting, I think, uh, two interviews, and both professors were interested in having me in their lab. But I ended up going in the second lab, and I stayed at the lab for all 4 years of my undergrad. And I even worked 3 of the summers that I was in my undergrad in that lab. So I mean, I had hours and hours, and I have good contact with that professor. You know, you can do that. You don't have to stay all 4 years, obviously, because it might be better to move around labs and see what's interesting. But also, you really get to dig in expertise if you spend more time in one lab. So obviously, I would recommend doing that. Yeah, I mean, community college is good for sure. You could even, I don't know what year you're in. Like, do you of high school? Because I assume you're in high school, but you could even look at your using your dad's connections to get opportunities in labs during like this summer, a junior. Yeah, so that's what I did. After my junior year, I spent the summer working in a lab, doing research. After my junior year of high school, I did something very similar. But actually, it was my uncle's connections that ended up getting me a position because he put out a thing like I have a student who's interested in doing research, and a professor responded. You have a bunch of stuff lined up. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do electrical engineering, there's you don't have to do research. I think probably having a solid, normal background is pretty important. But for biology, it's a little different, right? Because like it's like, all right, I can't really do an SDS page gel at home, right? I can't do a Western blot at home or like at a summer camp. I mean, maybe you could, but SAT prep makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if it's still like this, but when I applied to college, it honestly probably is still like this. The school I went to, they basically determined how much scholarship money they were going to give you based off of how well you did on your SAT. Um, so I think I was just below the cutoff of getting scholarship money, which was funny. But I did get into the honors college, so that was nice. MATLAB, C++, and Python. Interesting. Well, I think actually, AI languages or the large language models are pretty good for teaching you that type of stuff. Um, because you can just ask them questions and stuff. Or you can say, I'm learning this in Python. Can you generate a test for me to test my abilities? And then you can try and put in your answers and stuff. It's it's pretty versatile, and I find it's best for like teaching up to like freshman, sophomore, and college level knowledge and stuff. It can teach you that pretty well. Um, the basically the stuff that's really settled and there's not much debate about. Whereas, I had some classes where it's like, okay, the textbook came out this year and it's outdated. So, those it's probably not going to be as good in. Grades don't look good, so SAT will save it. It might be able to, yeah. Um, it just depends on how good you get, right? Like my my freshman year roommate, he got a 1580 on his SAT. Um, and I was just at some random state school. Yeah, I think yeah, stuff like that where there's already so much learning material out there, and it's pretty good at explaining things and especially clearing up misunderstandings, right? Like, because there's these, I don't know if you're in school, but like, oftentimes it's hard for the teacher to address every single misunderstanding that every student has. A 1400? You said you're not great at math, right? Because I thought the math section was what I excelled at, and I didn't do so well on the writing reading section. What was I even doing? Oh, right. I don't think the math, at least on the SAT when I took it, was particularly hard, but um, I didn't get a perfect score, so there's at least some things that trip me up. But I think I don't know if knowing how to study is an important skill in itself. Like I didn't know how to study going into college, and it was really to my detriment. Bro, fuck. Missed all the most important shit. Ah, fuck. How many enchanting levels does it want? 100? Enough? No? Bruh. So it looks like the YouTube streaming is going well. I'll have to. What is the title of the stream at YouTube? Um, Cubic equations with imaginary numbers. It gets hard. Also geography. Is that geography on SAT? When I did it, it was just literature and something else. I forget. I gotta actually no. That sucks. It needs to be full screen, but for whatever reason, it won't let my mouse go off the screen. I don't know if you can see this. Like, I'm trying to so hard. Like, sees live stream. I mean, it's true. Not many people know. Oh, geometry. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's SET. Just take the practice tests, I guess. The questions are usually relatively similar, right? There's only so many iterations of the same questions they can do. They'll throw in one that's a curveball, maybe. Algebra 1. I was taught with integrated math, so I don't actually know what everything all the classes teach because they just taught everything like a little by little. So like it would be out of order for you. Like I might have learned some things way before you and some things way later. All I know is math was trigonometry. Okay, yeah, yeah. Law of sines, law of cosines. It's been a while. Like maybe actual 10 years. Usually I would just remember that the angles in a triangle add up to, what is it, 180? Is that what they add up to? It'd be embarrassing if I was wrong. But I would just remember that it added up to that, and then I would be able to figure it out from there for the most part. And Sokotoa it, you know? Sokotoa is my best friend. Stats and trig. Yeah, I mean, I took like every math class available in my high school. I loved math. After a certain point, it was still really boring for a while. All right, finally done the last one, and go do something else. Log functions. Logs are really cool, actually. They're, I don't know why they work like that, but they certainly do. Like, you got an exponent in the log, well, you could just fuck around with it as much as you want, basically. Yeah, put a lot of time in it, catch up as much as you can. I think you can catch up, you know. Honestly, I think, well, you have to be willing to put in the hours, right? That's the thing, right? Like, ultimately, you got to do practice problems. You got to do those to really learn, I think, or at least be ready for the SAT. But if you put in the time, you can definitely catch up. It's not out of question at all. But like, saying it like that kind of trivializes how hard it can be to actually put in the time, right? So, all right, last metaphysical experiment of the day. Oh, wait, no, I still have one more. Okay, one more. Yo, the serum, 162K? I might be rich. Yeah, I definitely feel that. I was not in a very good place. Out 9 hours a day on schoolwork. Yeah, that is a lot of time. I mean, I imagine going to where you are now has probably helped your motivation to work on schoolwork. Nothing else to do. 666 million. Stay the same. Yeah, I mean, you'll have to work. Try not to spend too much time on Skyblock with the foraging update. Right, this is the actual last time. I'm glad I got the multi-streaming figured out. It wasn't too difficult to do, thankfully. I'll just have to, I guess I have to customize the YouTube stream stuff in the YouTube. Yeah, I guess right there I have to do it. That's fine. So yeah, my plan is for tomorrow I'll have a stream going. More time than your dad's students. Yeah, could be a problem. Have you gotten to calculus? Have you done any of that yet? Yo, Royal Skin 47 mil? We might be up. Because I think a lot of the electrical stuff, well, I know a lot of it is calculus. Because I was taking the electricity and magnetism physics course my senior year, which is pretty fascinating. But I think it's also, I will say, it is good to go through it in like a normal fashion. At least for me, when I try and skip things, I just end up super lost because there's not direction. So I generally find that I'm better off just following the normal path and excelling rather than trying to skip ahead. Pre-calc and algebra 2. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's interesting. E&M is part of your physics class. I wonder if it'll be calculus based. Probably not. So your teacher might even say this. I know my physics teacher was angry when he had to teach non-calculus based E&M. Um, but it's fine. It's good to have a good basis going into actual E&M. You know, for me, understanding the concepts was the biggest part, and then from there, I could, you know, generally, I don't even that class was a total blur. I remember very little about that class, but I worked very hard and did well in it, so that's all I can ask of myself. It wasn't. That makes sense. I had a good calculus teacher in high school, but um, and probably if you go to community college, you'll have a good calculus teacher too. But if you go to like I went to a pretty good school, so what this means is the math professors were all like, real deal mathematicians, where it's their job. They're way past calculus, and so they were like pissed that they had to teach calculus in the first place. So it was all fucking pretty abstract and proof based. Um, and so that made it tremendously difficult to keep up compared to how I was being taught in high school. A nuclear and modern physics unit. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, sounds awesome. Right, this is the actual last one. Maybe I'll end the stream after this. Giant Killer 6, let's go 200K. Yeah, I mean, there's no calc on the SAT, right? So I probably would just say focus on that for now. And you'll learn it in college, right? Especially if you're an engineer. Engineers get to do the fun calculus, for sure, I would say. Finally got a Titanic. Ooh, two Titanics. We up. How much are we at for meter for the fucking die? Probably not even close. 188K. Let's go. I also downloaded what is it? Modrinth, I think it's called. Whatever the thing is to get Skyblock mods on. Yeah, and I'm sure he hates it. On 1.21.4, so I'll be locked in and ready for forging when it comes out. Um, I like my organic chemistry class a decent amount. I didn't work very hard in it, but it didn't matter because they curved it to a B plus. So it was like, well, you were like totally average, which an average was like, you're scoring like a 60 on the exams. It's like that's a B plus. It's like sick. Sounds good to me. It was even honors OChem I took. So I think they even curved it higher than other OChem classes. Pardon me. Goodness. The funny thing, Sefu, is if I ever end up talking to your dad, I'm gonna need to know your name because otherwise I'm gonna be like, yeah, I know Sefu, and your dad's gonna be like, who the fuck is that? I mean, obviously, don't say it. Yeah, yeah, I will definitely be pinging. I'll definitely be streaming as well. Um, I'll probably stream. God, it's hard for me to put a time on it, but let's see. Uh, so it's 10:59 p.m. for me right now. I'll probably stream in 12 hours is my estimate. Um, that would be the latest I'll try and start streaming. Okay, I mean that works for me. I mean, obviously we'll do normal introductions and stuff. I'm good at meeting people. As you can tell by me talking for hours and hours on end to no one in Twitch chat. Like I don't have trouble talking to people. Although, some people who are streamers might have trouble talking to people in person, but like I have a fucking job. I meet people all the time. So yeah, I mean, it'd be a pleasure. I know how to behave too, which is, some people don't. Chocolate brunch egg. This is the one. No divine scam. Yeah, there's no need to rush on it, of course. Like I still have what? Oh God, I'm stressing out. I have like 5 months before I need to apply to PhD programs. So that's quite a bit of time. But that's less time than maybe if it's gonna go fast, I think. Because last year it went super fast. I was through it like that. Holy shit. Like I started up in July and the next thing I knew it was November and then I've had all my applications in. It was crazy. Yo, my bat talisman's sold. Let's go. Let's see. Do I want to sell any of the shit I have in my stacks? Right, I was thinking about keeping my blaze rods and stuff. Rich? Yeah, I am. I'm getting there. 5.5 bill in bank. And then I have another bill to sell here. And then I think probably. So yeah, I could get probably up to 7 bill. Yep, yep. See ya. Uh, definitely work hard. There's lots at stake. But either way, I mean, community college is a good way to go. And if you do well in community college, then you'll be good from there. Have a good night, and I think I'll probably end the stream here. This has been a fruitful test stream. Validates if you're still watching. I don't. It's kind of crazy to sit through all that, but very nice of you. All right.